Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to be starting this. I've wanted to do this for so long. This channel is really going to be like a lot of reactions, a lot of album reviews, a lot of just pop culture in general. So I'm really excited to be starting this and see where it goes. I'm just excited because I know like the YouTube fandom in Twitter, like I know they're different, but all like the stans and the fans are super passionate, and I feel like I also like fit into that mold a bit. I love music, I love my pop girls, my pop queens, and I just feel like I can like connect with people through this medium. I feel like YouTube is a great way to meet other fans and other people that are super passionate about the same things that I am. I don't really have like a ton of friends that are super into like pop culture, like music, like pop culture, like in general, I guess, because they just get like bored or they just like legit don't care. So it's hard for me to really like talk to people who like give a shit about any of this stuff, because I mean it's like kind of ridiculous, but also it's like whatever, I like fucking stand and I live for it, so I stand by it. I just feel like I can connect with a lot of people that feel the same way that I do about these certain artists and that are really like passionate about it. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of an album review because I have already definitely listened to it and been streaming all weekend. It's gonna be Kesha's fourth album, High Road, as you can see, beautifully set up. So yeah, I'm so excited about this album. So Kesha is my favorite artist of life, of all time, like period, history, yeah. I have been listening to her since TikTok. I mean, 2009. It was like glory years. I mean, perfect time for party music. I mean, I was in high school going into college. It was like literally the soundtrack of my life. I just love her. This album I'm really excited about because it's really like a combo, I feel like, of Animal meets Warrior meets Rainbow, and it's just brilliant. It's a brilliant album. I'm excited to just go like track by track and kind of talk about it and yeah, and kind of dissect it a little bit. She is serving vocals, she is serving lyrics, she is serving fun, glitter, party, another party. So it's all good. I'm excited. So we'll go ahead and get started. The first track is Tonight. Just to like stop real quick, I love that it's a intro just showcasing her vocals, just being like, let's start this album off right. Tonight's gonna be the best night of your life. Get ready. It's just so pretty. It's kind of like that Elton Johnny piano vibe though, like very like Piano Man, Rocket Man type like serenading. It's beautiful.
We going out tonight, bitch, we going out.
Like, come on. The first time I heard this, like, I did not expect that at all. I was like, oh my god, she's just opening with a sweet ballad, like an intro song would normally be. So this, like, change up fucking had me shook. The next song is My Own Dance. Now, we've heard this one. It was one of the promotional singles, and I thought when I first heard it, like, it was meant to be like a huge smash on radio, but they didn't really do anything with it. They just like released a video, which was really dope, but I think that it was so underrated. It's such a bop, so let's give it a listen.
I woke up this morning, feel myself, I was out like 2012. You're the party girl. You're the tragedy.
Yep.
But the funny thing is, I'm fucking everything. I don't do that dance. I only do my own dance.
She's like reclaiming her time here. She's like, bitch, like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't care. I dance to the beat of my own drum. This is me. Also, you can like really tell the Imagine Dragons influence here, I feel like. Dan Reynolds worked on the song with her, and it's very apparent. Like the like the bass and that drum kick, it's just like, it sounds like it could be an Imagine Dragons song that she's singing over, which I am obsessed with and live for that. Great song, love it. Okay, so the next song is the lead single from the album. It is Raising Hell featuring Big Freedia. It's a perfect pop song. It's a perfect radio song. This is how you do it. Take notes, ladies and gents. Take notes. She used Big Freedia, gave her the credit. Like every live performance, Freedia is with her. Genuine friendship, no disrespect to like the Beyoncés and Drakes of the world, but like they've used her voice and not given her any credit or any like sort of representation or identity, and it's been like, oh my god, who's that voice? Like blah 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 blah. It's like Big Freedia's a fucking legend. She's like the queen of bounce, Nola. And I think Kesha, just like as a musician, got that. People gave her shit because she wasn't in the music video, which is phenomenal. But like every live performance, she's been with her. Also, she's the opening act on her tour. So like you can't even come for her. Shout out to her for being like a mainstream pop girl, using someone like Big Freedia, who's so important for like LGBT community plus, just to show like, I'm a queer artist, I'm on the radio with like a huge pop star. Like it's phenomenal. The next song we have is the title track, High Road. The song is wild. And it also kind of reminds me of like a Tonight, where it's like, it just opens and is so pretty, like vocally, and then it becomes pure chaos.
Taking a high road, high as fuck in these assholes. Won't shut up, let me lay.
This is where it turns to be like absolute chaos in a great way. Like it sounds like a cheer chant. It's like, hi, ha, hey, I'm that bitch you love to hate. S-T-R-A, the type that shit straight to my veins. Aggressive, passive, aggressive. You think I'm done with the bitches and we're the number one. Wait, yes. I love that she's just talking shit and she's talking about her sales and her achievements. Like, not everyone has a #1 single. She has 3. So she's about to let you know it. Can't you see like a cheer squad doing this? This is definitely a standout song on this album. 100%. It's wild and it's not gonna be for everyone. I feel like for someone that's not a huge Kesha fan, they would skip this because it's a little too chaotic. But if you're a huge fan of hers, this is like another smash. Like she fucking nailed it. So up next we have Shadow, and it's definitely one of the like more emotional, feely songs. But like relatable, it's beautiful, it's so well written. It's probably one of the better written songs on this album, I would say.
I love tripping in the desert with my best friend, seeing spaceships in the sky.
This is a common theme with her. Drugs, aliens, spaceships, deserts. I mean, we remember Your Love Is My Drug. Shot in a desert, bitch. Spaceships, probably my favorite song off of Rainbow. It's a theme. She's just like a fucking like spiritual hippie witch, and I think that's why I'm obsessed with her. Bitch, if you are here to throw shade, you are in the wrong place. You're blocking my sun. Hallelujah.
It's your hate is the poison, love's the elixir. If you don't like me, you can suck my
I mean, you know she was gonna say dick, but the song is too pretty to defame it. So she didn't say dick. But the lyric was dick. That praying whistle note, bitch. Come on. Vocals. Vocals. The percussion on that, I mean, I'm not sure if that's a violin or a cello. It's probably a violin. Honestly, so far on the album, sonically and lyrically, definitely my favorite. It's just, it's so beautiful and it's so relatable. I feel like it's like an objectively good song. Like even if you're not a Kesha fan, you would have to like that song. The next song we have is Honey. I've been really excited about this song because I was watching like when she released her makeup line, Kesha Rose Beauty, and she was doing like a lot of makeup tutorials and using honey as like a highlighter, and I just love like that name, and I just love the color that was in the palette. So like I really thought initially this was going to be like a super like cute bumpy song, but it's really her reading an ex-friend to filth, and this bitch sounded like she deserved it. Also, there's rumors that this song is about Katy Perry, but lyrically, for me, some of it doesn't add up. It sounds like someone that like fucked her ex-boyfriend or something, or like started dating her ex-boyfriend, which wouldn't be Katy Perry. But some of the lyrics do allude that it could be her. So maybe it's a mix of two people. I'll let you listen. Very R&B vibes. She co-wrote this with Taylor Parks, who's like a fucking genius on her own, and her music's incredible. She does like a shit ton of music with Ariana Grande. The song's like very different for Kesha, and it's really, really good.
on a yacht in the French Riviera. Delete my number, bitch. Sayonara.
Those like, the beat on this, and it's like, I'm not sure if it's like strings. I think it is like a guitar, like a simple guitar riff, but it reminds me a little bit of like a quieter version of Can't Hold Us Down by Christina Aguilera and Lil Kim. Like very similar, like beat wise. Let me know if you hear that.
Just on the legends if you Google me. Yup.
Legends, Google me. Do it. Maybe you'll learn something. Like so different for what she normally does, but it's so good.
Don't talk shit unless it's true. You smell it? Damn, it must be you. That didn't happen because I walked, but
I mean, she's reading her for filth. Smells like shit. Must be you. It's not nice, but it's funny.
you're just a copycat. But no one's buying that. Up on the discount rap right in the back of DJ Maxx. Girl.
Okay, like, I love TJ Maxx. So I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like she's coming for me. Google me, bitch. Google me, bitch. But there's nothing to Google. I feel like I'm going to be saying Google me, bitch for the rest of 2020. Even though there's nothing to Google. But it's just so fun to say. Google me, bitch! So the next song is Cowboy Blues. And this song is probably my favorite on the album from like the deeper cuts. It's very like relatable. Lyrically it's so fun, and it's really, really pretty. Sonically it's amazing. So this is Cowboy Blues.
When you know, do you ever lie in bed with your 3 cats and get obsessed with some boy you met one time 3 years ago in Nashville and you can't remember his last name and think, did I fuck my whole life?
I mean, that line is just like, you don't hear that in music, I feel like. You don't hear that just like fun. I feel like it was like a voice memo. Like she was like literally talking to herself about it, like playing the guitar and then like added it into the song.
Tarot cards read. There's a dead man clinging to my aura. And to let go of the past.
You know, you need to let go of the past. You can't control it. What's happened has happened. All you can do is move forward. That's life, you know? If you're gonna be like thinking about everything that you've done and hold you know yourself like to this unrealistic standard of perfection, then you're just, it's not good for your mental health. It's just gonna like deteriorate you.
Laughing and dancing and shooting the shit. What would have happened if I had your kiss?
I mean, haven't we all been there? Also, that sounded so beautiful. Her voice on this song is by far the best she sounds on the entire album.
Miss you in the cowboy blue, nudies too.
The layering on this track and the production is so good. And like the harmonizations are probably one of the strongest on this entire album. Like, so up next we have another promotional single, Resentment. So this song has been out for a while. She's performed it live a few times, and I think there's actually a performance that she did on James Corden, so you should check that out. I'll link it in the description of this video, but it's probably one of her best live performances ever, I think. Her voice soars on this song. It's stunning.
I feel loved, darling, I feel used. Nobody makes me feel the way you do. I got something I gotta get off of my chest.
That harmonization too.
I've been staying up while you're sleeping in my bed. I don't hate you, babe. It's worse than that.
Stunning. Another highlight on the album for me. Probably my favorite of the promotional singles that came out. I think Raising Hell was the lead single. My Own Dance followed, and then Resentment. And it's definitely probably my favorite out of those three. Next, we have a Little Bit of Love, and this is where it gets like a bit more bumpy uppy. We're back to like our fun pop stuff. This song is big, and it's super fun, and yeah, let's get into it. More like piano intro.
Babe, I know that it's late. I know that I'm drunk. I haven't had enough. You only wanna kiss me when I give you side eyes. You're gonna.
It sounds like it could be a Taylor Swift song too. Even vocally right there, kind of, you know what I mean? It kind of like sounded like a little bit of Taylor. They're like, I don't know. I feel like they're also similar artists too, because they're both like country gals, but pop gals. I never really put that together. This could be a Taylor Swift song for sure. Like this could have been on Lover. It's a bit dark. I didn't realize that lyric the first time I heard it. You're gonna realize you're gonna miss me when I'm gone in the afterlife. So I don't know. I feel like people are really like innately narcissistic. Like everybody is, but even if they won't admit it. But like, oh my god, Sarah Silverman, she tweeted about this before, like talked about it before, maybe in an interview, probably in an interview, and then like I saw it on Twitter. But she was talking about like how she often thinks about herself dying and how people would react and who would come to her funeral and what people would say about her and like what her legacy would be. And I feel like I don't know, I've done that before. People do that all the time, and I love that she's like writing about that. She's like, oh, I wonder what you're gonna think and how much you're gonna miss me when I'm fucking dead, bitch. again, like lyrically and production on that song is so strong. It's so fun. It's like, but it's like also like an anthem of just like admitting like, hey, I need love. I'm a needy bitch, you know? Up next, we have Birthday Suit. This is my favorite pop song on the album, for sure. There's so many layers. I feel like people overlook this song too. Like I've seen some reactions where they're like, Birthday Suit's not it. Birthday Suit is it. For me, it's the best pop song on the album.
You like the way I talk my American accent. You like the way I dress. You like the way I walk. You say you think it's hot cause I'm a motherfucking boss.
It's like that, like Lil Mama, like what you know about me? What you know about me? And
I know what's impossible to get you out of my head.
that's the harmonization I'm talking about right there. That, oh, hey, like it's just like, it has like a punch to it. It's like a upbeat pop song, but also it's kind of like dark.
I know we're both thinking I wanna get you in your birthday suit. Who's gonna be?
Bitch, she leveled up at the end. That was a bing. I love that song. It's so fun. It makes me smile. It makes me want to like go out. It makes me want to be with my friends. It makes me want to like fall in love. Like, I don't know. It's just like such a cute, fun pop song. This was supposed to initially be on Rainbow, I believe, but it didn't fit with the vibe of the album. It would have made no sense on Rainbow. Absolutely not. It would have been too much. So I'm so glad she included it on this album. Like when I saw it on the track list, I was like, fuck yes. Like, cause I didn't know what it would actually sound like in full, and it delivered. This is probably my favorite song on the album, Birthday Suit. So up next we have Kinky featuring Kesha with the $. When I saw this on the track list, I, like every other gay man in America, had a full-on meltdown. I was so excited. I was like, what the fuck does this mean? You can tell when Kesha with the $. Comes in, and I'll obviously point it out, but this is definitely one of my favorites on the album. So good. And the intro is so funny and cute. They call her mom from the studio, her and Wrabel, and they're like completely just fucking with her, like about the Spice Girls. It's so funny. Kinky Spice would be from fucking Tottenham. She'd be a Cockney bitch. She'd be like, hello, it's Kinky Spice.
It's only human nature to wanna love a stranger.
She's really sticking to like the true fun bubblegum pop. For me, this would also be a great single. I think this is like one of those songs that anybody would like. If it were on the radio, people would turn it up and be like, who is this? And be like, oh my god, it's Kesha featuring herself. Like, what a throwback, and how much fun is that? So personally, I think that could have been a single. Bitch, up next. Okay, so when I saw this, I was really taken aback, but then I was also like, she has a song called Godzilla on Rainbow, you know? She had songs on Animal that were like bizarre as well. Dinosaur, like, I don't know. So the potato song, cause she wants to, not really surprised. This is a wonky ass song, and like sis is playing the tuba, so it's wild. Curious about like what people think about this. I love it because it's very her and it's goofy. It has no place really on this album sonically. Lyrically it does though, because this whole album is about her doing whatever the fuck she wants on her own time. So having a song called The Potato Song, Cause I Want To, it makes a lot of sense. So it's hard to really hear what she's saying because the production is really wonky and her voice is like, it's not auto-tuned, it's almost just like muffled, right? Like it just sounds like, I don't know, I hear the tuba more than I hear her. She's talking about going to an island, doing whatever she wants to, and growing a shit ton of potatoes. So Idaho is shaking. They have no idea what to do. They're about to go out of business because this girl is going to an island and she's going to create a potato land. Honestly, I would go. I love potatoes, like anything potato. So that bass line. She don't want to grow up. I'm over adulthood too. I hate paying rent. I hate doing taxes. I hate going to work every day. I would love to just be an innocent little child and have everything done for me. So, yes to that. Those lyrics hit home.
What would you do if you could do anything in the world that you wanted to? What makes you happy? Do what you want to. Ain't nobody stopping you.
I love that. What would you do if you could do anything that you want to? Don't let anyone stop you from being happy. Do what you want to do. That's so powerful. I've heard this song like 5 times now and I never picked up on that. And that's what I do love about her lyrics is that a lot of the times I'm so focused on more of like the production and I kind of like lose track of the lyrics. But this album has so much replay value, especially like this song. It's so wonky and weird, but now that I'm listening to it more and more, I really like it. I wasn't sure about it at first, but I really like this song. Dare I say the potato song is like the most freeing song on the album? Who would have thought? Yeah, that's a fucking bop, and it's so empowering. The potato song, because I want to. Most empowering song on High Road? Maybe. Alrighty, so up next we have BFF, and this is with Wrabel, and it's obviously about Kesha and Wrabel's friendship, and it is such a cute song. The intro actually reminds me of something of like Tango in the Night from Fleetwood Mac. It's very like magical, whimsical. That's the fucking word of the video, whimsical. But it's so good. His voice actually kind of sounds like Adam Levine from Maroon 5. It's very like, I don't know, similar. This song is really adorable, and it will make you want to snuggle with your bestie or call them or text them and tell them how much you love them. Right? Very Adam Levine.
It was a hard time, really fucking hard time.
The harmonizing they have with each other and their duets are so good. It's like their voices are meant to be together. Just so pretty. Now, if you're a real Kesha fan, then you definitely saw the Rainbow documentary, and it showcases a lot of her prepping for the Grammys and rehearsals and everything, and she was having like nervous, full-on mental breakdowns, a nervy bee, if you will. Literally losing her shit. She was so, like, she had never performed at the Grammys before, and she had never been nominated to, and you know, it was her coming back into the spotlight, so she was a mess. So that's what that lyric is referencing.
5 years later and it keeps on getting better.
Better! Like, her voice is so good. She just knows how to, like, really use that, like, yodely type of quality to her voice. Like, better! Like, it's just so, like, amazing. I love her voice. I love her voice.
I'm calling up my best friend. Can we just hang out tonight?
So cute. Obviously love the lyrics on that song, but the production is really good too. It's very, like, sonically very pleasing. Next song is Father Daughter Dance, and this song really got me. It's, God, so heartbreaking. Like, I feel very lucky and fortunate that I come from a very tight-knit family and very loving and supportive family. and it just breaks my heart for anyone who, you know, comes from a broken family, or like someone that, you know, has never met their dad or mom, or brother or sister, whoever that it may be. Like, you know, the song is really about her not ever knowing her father, him not being in her life, and she legit does not know who her dad is, and her mom doesn't either. So it's like one of those really rare cases, and actually, I don't know, maybe it's not that rare, maybe it's more common than I'm aware of, but it's a really beautiful and powerful song. She actually plays a lot with autotune in this song, but somehow still showcases her vocals. It's very like Emoji Heap, I would say.
I wish my heart wasn't broken from the start. I never stood fighting chance.
So sad.
And I'm sorry, I'm always so anxious, and I'm just sorry I'm fucked up.
Like, do you get that like auto-tuney, like Emoji Heap-ish, I think.
I don't even know if I wanna have kids. I don't wanna fuck them up the way you did. And sometimes I wonder if I had a dad.
I don't want to fuck them up the way like he did. Heartbreaking. And she's been through so much, and now she's like questioning if he would have helped protect her and guide her from situations she's been in, which are very public and disturbing. So it like just makes you really feel for her and for people that have been through that. Like, that's just so epic and gives me chills. Like, I have full body chills. That switch and that key change is remarkable. This song is incredible. This is one of the better songs on this album. The next song is Chasing Thunder. This is a little bit more upbeat. It's very folky, but poppy. Super fun, but also like intense. Like, it could definitely be like a soundtrack for any movie, or like a trailer for a show. I bet we'll see this a lot in like promos for movies and television. Like, that part right there will be what's featured in trailers and movies. It's so like big, and I don't know, it just is like overwhelming. It's just something I could see when, you know, when they're showing like scenery stuff, and then like the close-ups of the actors are like, it's like, I want to know the meaning.
So I'm gonna keep on chasing thunder.
So good. Also, so initially that was the last song on the album, and then she added the final track, Summer, literally like the day before, like the day of the release. It had been mixed and finished, I think, for like 4 days before the album was gonna be released, and she co-wrote and produced it with Ryan Lewis, who she did Praying with. So I personally think that Chasing Thunder was a great way to end the album. I don't think that, but Summer works on this album really well. It just shouldn't have been the final track, but I think it's the only way they could do it. It's the only way they could add it on to the digital version, because they couldn't just like put it in there. So I think that if she were to like re-release it, Summer would be somewhere in the middle, like maybe after like Birthday Suit. But it's a great song. So here is Summer.
I haven't seen you since the summer.
This is like one of those songs that makes you want to get like on top of a table with people and like doing like an Irish jig and like kick around and like cheer pints together and just like be like, yo,
Every time I feel the spirit, on those nights.
and that is High Road. For me, this is Kesha's best album. I do think that it is her strongest piece of work to date. I think that she has some of the best written songs of her career on here. The production is like a little bit all over the place in some songs, but overall it's really well produced. And a lot of it's just so different. It's not there's nobody like her. And there's not an album out right now that's like this album. So I think that my favorite songs on the album, if I had to do a top 5, would be Birthday Suit would be number 1. Number 2 would be Cowboy Blues. Number 3 would be Kinky. Number 4 would be Father-Daughter Dance. And number 5 would be Shadow. I think those would be my top 5 right now. I like every single song on the album though. Like there's no song I would skip. And I just find myself listening to it and getting like more and more inspired and loving it more every time I listen to it. So yeah, that's my thought. I think if we're gonna rate this album on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this album a 9. I think that it is definitely one that will be nominated and get a lot of acclaim. But yeah, okay. So that's my thoughts on High Road by Kesha. I'll definitely be doing more album reviews in the future, so if you liked this video, definitely subscribe and click the notification button. I'm really looking forward to making more videos and to getting to know you guys more. So thank you so much, and until next time.